Hey YouTube, it's Jamie, smoking in my car. I'm smoking luxury twist flake in my Peterson calabash, Aaron calabash. It's actually really good. I like this luxury twist flake. They're those square, sort of square medallions, I guess. They must be cut from some sort of like loaf looking thing. The way that they're here, I'll show you one. That one's falling apart a little bit. Let me get you a better one. Sorry, I'm so shaky. No, wait. Yeah, that's a little piece of the. I bought a pound of that, and I put about a half ounce aside to smoke and to stove, and then I put the rest up. This I did a little stoving on. It's really brought out some of the sweetness. It's mellowed out that sort of grassy top edge, I think, that would have been present there, or the harshness, of young Virginia. So yeah, the GAW went well. Still waiting to hear from Mike. I left my email in the video with the drawing. Is that the way that I hope I did this right? I thought it was you come up with some sort of subject, and then people do VRs to that, and then you do a drawing at the end including everybody who did a VR. That's what I did. I thought that's what you do. Or was I supposed to like individually judge and rate all the VRs? I don't think so, right? I don't know. I figured I'd just, everybody who did a VR, I'd take down their name in a notebook, put a number beside it, make that many little pieces of paper, put them all in a hat. So that way everybody who did a VR has a chance to win the prize. Otherwise, if it was just like, I don't know, there were some great entries. I mean, people put some time into it. Mike, who won anyway, had a great entry where he played his bagpipes. I couldn't believe that. That was like mind-blowing. Literally like played his tune on his bagpipes, which he says he doesn't play them much anymore because of health issues or something. So that was really meaningful that he would, take them out of the closet or wherever he keeps them and actually do a performance. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, Jeremy Porkroll Piper made that video, with picking a tune for everybody. That was outstanding. But, yeah, my tune, like I was saying, is Maroc 7. I forgot to put a link to that tune in my drawing video, so I went back in and put a link to it. Maybe I'll put another link in this one. I really want people to hear that song. It's such a great tune. It's not like it's never been a radio hit in the United States. It's got a lot of like Ennio Morricone about it. Do you know that composer from the spaghetti western films? It's kind of like spaghetti western style guitar stuff, The Shadows were an incredible British instrumental band. They did a lot of soundtrack stuff. They were really cool. They were sort of like Ventures kind of thing, if you're familiar with the Ventures, who did Walk Don't Run. Or the Wailers, who did Tall Cool One. I like a lot of that early 60s kind of guitar instrumental stuff. You know, small combo band instrumental things. It's good stuff. I got a friend here in Phoenix who has a band like that called the Apaches, named after the tune Apache, which is one of those instrumental type Western tunes. I think that was a soundtrack too from the film. Wasn't there a film, Apache, with Charles Bronson in it? A young Charles Bronson? Yeah, so I definitely like a lot of spaghetti Western soundtrack stuff. There's one thing, if you're a musician, perhaps you know this already, but there's one thing that sort of unifies that spaghetti Western sound, and it is something known as the Dorian mode in music. Ennio Morricone really exploited this thing called the Dorian mode. It's one of the old church modes. There were 7 church modes in medieval music. It was sort of a medieval writing style common to chants, like certain Gregorian chants and other sorts of chants, like Hildegard von Bingen, and you know, a lot of those compositions from that period were modal, they say. That was also picked up in the mid-20th century by Miles Davis. He had a lot of modal compositions, and he was sort of the purveyor of modal jazz. Anyway, Morricone, the composer who did all those spaghetti Western sort of scores, used this Dorian mode quite a bit. And basically it's a minor key. It's not a key, it's a minor mode, right? Because it has a flat third. That's what makes something a minor chord or scale, is the third degree of the scale is flatted. But what distinguishes it from a natural minor scale is that the 6th degree is natural. You know, so in your typical minor mode, like an Aeolian mode or a Phrygian mode or your relative minor scale, the 6th is minor, but along with the 3rd. But in the Dorian mode, it's got this interesting sort of bittersweet quality, because that 6th degree of the scale is natural, right? Whereas just the 3rd is minor. The 3rd and the 7th is flatted as well. But anyway, you got to hear it to. Should I try and sing it right now? I don't know. That might be ridiculous, but it's like, bum 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 bum. I'm not a great singer, but that is a Dorian mode, what I just sang. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. It's like, a minor 3rd, natural 6th. Anyway, all right, that's all I got.